Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Teri Hunter. I'm an angel therapy practitioner, Reiki master, intuitive guide, and empowerment coach. I want to wish you all a happy new year. Today is January 2nd, 2020. We're starting a whole new decade, a whole new dynamic. 2020 is actually a 4 year. It reduces down to a 42020, and that's the number of the master builder, or the builder number. So, and making foundations. So this is a pivotal year. What I'm going to do for you today is I'm creating an experience where I'm going to do 3 different readings. Each one, I'll put the timestamp in the comments, and you are going to let your intuition guide you as to which one will be most applicable and influential for you. These are going to be focused in on the month of January 2020. And I think that's it. So we're going to I wanted to tell you which decks I use. I'm going to be using 2 different decks. One is called Angels and Ancestors by Kyle Gray, and the other is called The Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reed. And while I have used these cards and the books that come with them have given me some instruction, I allow my own intuition to guide me. So not always do the cards on the face of the card reflect how they hit me intuitively. So I'm going to start with card reading number 1 right now. So for those of you that picked card reading number 1, in the foundational position, I have the Earth Guardian and I have the Strength card. This combination is telling me that it is important for those that picked reading number 1 to find a grounded and find a rooted dynamic within their connection to spirit. Your connection to the angelic realm, your ability to see more with your heart than with your eyes is actually going to become more of a in the earth realm for you. Look at the 44. Okay, I just got done saying that the year 2020 is a 4 year. 44 is the master builder number. The Earth Guardian and the Strength card are offering you more a stronger way of building what you want in your life through your connection to spirit and your ability to tell them what it is that you want to experience. Because I have in the opportunity, the obstacle, I have the protection guardian, and I have wide open. Wide open is about being wide open. The protection guardian, this is the female version of Archangel Michael. She is strong, yet she is willing to drop her shields, so because she knows that ultimately she's being protected by a bigger power. And that's where I believe that the Earth Guardian and the Strength card are coming back in. When I do my work, I always meditate before I start, and I root myself in my connection to spirit. And that is what I believe is being offered for those of you that chose reading number 1, because in the Angel's Advice, we have the Direction Guardian and we have the Dragon's Lair. And I want to say that this is really about choosing your path, and your path may be something that is still conceptual. It's still in your heart. It's still something that's a work in progress. So being open to new experiences, new dynamics, new things, knowing that you're being protected as you risk. That's what the Dragon's Lair is about, is risking moving into new places and knowing where your power and strength come. And then we have the Compass card, and we have the Mirror Guardian. The Mirror Guardian is about taking time to reflect. And the Compass is, again, about going in your true north. So what we have for the people who picked card reading number 1, it looks to me like it's extremely important for you to choose the direction with which you want to move forward. It doesn't matter whether you have evidence or not that that path is viable. Right now, spirit will make that path viable. Spirit will open doors or remove obstacles, and know that you are being protected as you risk choosing a path that is most truest to your heart, to what's deepest inside your being. This is a time and an age where our self-expression is being nurtured more and more by the universe, by the souls that are incarnating right now. It's really a time where we're no longer attached for survival. We have much more choice. So for those that picked reading number 1, for the month of January, it's about settling in and reflecting about what is most important to you, what you most want to experience, and then connecting that to spirit. Thank you for giving me the eyes to see this. Thank you for giving me the experience to support me. And then starting to take the actions to move forward in that true north direction. Okay, let's go on to reading number 2. In our foundational position, we have deep freeze and autumn. In our opportunity and our obstacle, we have unexpected visitors and the shallow Lin master. I'm not sure I said that right. We have in the angel's advice, protecting treasure and the night. And then in the final position, we have cleaning house and the high priestess. For those of you that picked card reading number 2, this is really a time, the deep freeze card is really a time of pause. And the autumn card represents releasing of the old and resting. I feel like for group number 2 that this pause is really something that you can't avoid. It's almost as if this pause has been thrust upon you so that you would get a chance to really reflect and to, I want to use the word gestate. I want to use an opportunity to give you time to, like a caterpillar that's gone into the cocoon, time for evolution. I also want to say this because there will be unexpected dynamics that are going to pop into what happens for this month. Unexpected visitors, unexpected situations. We have the planet Uranus going direct, which represents unexpected things. Expect the unexpected. And the shallow Lin, I'm not saying that right, I don't think, master, is really asking you to be graceful and agile as the unexpected happens. It's about being fluid and ease with movement and not letting yourself get jarred. In the angel's advice, we have protecting treasure and the night. This is really saying it's not about you protecting your own treasures. It's about being brave as these unexpected events bring in unexpected opportunities or dynamics, and to know that your treasures are being protected. And part of this is about you being brave and honest about what's most important to you, what you most treasure. Because in the final position, we have the cleaning house and we have the high priestess here. And in this particular sense, the high priestess is about harnessing your energetic, how do I want to word it? I want to say powers, but it sounds kind of, it's not like, like you're zapping somebody or you're sending them, it's a different thing. What I want to say is that as you go through this gestation period, group number 2, and you rest and release the old, it's akin to cleaning the house of your mind, which will then open you up to greater insights through spirit, greater dynamics where you can feel the connection to spirit, that you are being protected and being guided as you are brave with what is the truest dynamic to your heart. Not, oftentimes when we start to think about something that we want to experience, we do it through the eyes of our ability to see if we can create it, how will we get there? And in the opportunity, the obstacle, the unexpected is going to give you an opportunity to respond in an agile way that's going to open things up. So there for group number 2, this pause is an unknowing. And the only knowing that you'll be able to really grab onto is the knowing of the deepest parts of your heart, the truth of your heart. So as you go there and then you say to Spirit, thank you for starting to support that by giving me experiences that root my belief. And that's how we clean the house of the mind and harness our inner intuitions. Okay, let's go on to group number 3. All right. For those of you that picked the 3rd card reading, we have in the foundational position details, and the Lord. We have in the opportunity of the obstacle, slow and steady, and the spirit fox. In the angel's advice, we have moonlight and shapeshifter. And in the final position, we have Spark and Star Ancestor. I want to say for group number 3, the first thing I got was that this is about the spark of creativity. This is about you taking charge with authority, what you want to create, and to go over the details of that, to look at what you are creating, and to it's almost like a writer writes a draft of a story, and then they go back and they rewrite it. They go back and they look at the details, and they reassess. You can see there's a clarify here. See that clarify? So I feel like it's about taking charge with authority, your own creative spark, and allowing yourself to clarify what that is, because the Spirit Fox is asking you to trust your inherent talents and your gifts. And then we have the slow and steady, saying that this is a process, and it's important to trust your deeper knowing. The thing about creativity is that there is no real bar for what is good. It is subjective. People respond differently to different things, and that's what's so beautiful about it. So for those of you that picked reading number 3, it will do you no good to judge your work. This is more about assessing the details is whether it's you're telling the story that you want to tell, you're writing the creative dynamic that you want to write or sing, or whatever your creative endeavor is. Because in the Angel's Advice, the Moonlight card and the Shapeshifter transform and unveil your gifts. And the Moonlight is always going to be about, sometimes it's about confusion. Things in the Moonlight aren't quite as clear, but it also represents our intuition. The moon rules the tides. It rules water. So as you allow yourself the slow, steady pace of unveiling your talents and your gifts, you will find yourself getting stronger and stronger in the spark of creativity. And the Star Ancestor is about following the voice of your soul. So for group number 3, I feel very much that these are for my creative people. And I want to say it this way: creativity does not have to do with just, singing, painting, writing. It has to, you can be creative in all sorts of ways. People are creative in organizing things. People are creative in finances. So when you allow yourself to break the box of thought and then look at what you feel is most palatable to your heart in what you like to create, you're going to be supported in that endeavor. And I feel like this is a really good month to start to plan that for group number 3. Okay, these are just quick little readings so that you can get a little taste of what Spirit has to say. If you'd like to book a reading with me personally, feel free to go to my website. All the information is below. And I'll be back soon with another Pick a Spread angel reading. Have a great first few weeks of January, everybody. Welcome to the new decade. Again, my name is Teri Hunter. I'm an angel therapy practitioner, Reiki master, and intuitive guide empowerment coach. Have a great week. I'll see you soon.